I'm Jose Feliciano, thehealingway.jose.com. That's my website. Find me on there. This is a part of the series of me finding out different people's journeys of their healing, what is healing for them, how they got here. So this is my very, very good friend, one of my best friends in the world, Jared, who's going to kind of tell you a little story. And thank you so much for doing an interview. I know you're a busy guy. I know you're getting ready to move and a bunch of stuff happening and looking at getting married, which is such a beautiful thing. Congratulations on both those things. They're really big things. And I hope that if you are in the middle of your journey, you see the same struggles, that you're able to see some hope, that this guy is able to give you a little bit of hope, because it's a very hopeful thing. Tell me, first of all, when did you notice that you needed to start to heal?
Honestly, probably about 15 years ago. I started with the struggle of trying to find ways to get better. For a long time, I was unwilling to ask for help. The change really started when I did ask for help, and that was actually 5 years and a day ago.
Yeah. Happy birthday too. It's also a sobriety birthday, so we also get the chance of seeing him on his birthday. Even another way that I want to say thank you so much, because I know that you can do so much better things. You said something really interesting in there. You said you had trouble asking for help. What leads to that trouble for you to not want to ask for help?
Ego. It's my ego. It's being stubborn. It's that I grew up that I was taught that I fix it myself. We don't ask for help. And if it needs to be fixed, I need to know how to fix it.
Who gave you that messaging first? Do you remember?
My brother.
Your brother. Where do you think your brother got that from?
Our parents.
So it is kind of a generational thing. You find out that you have this kind of idea that you need to heal and you don't want to ask for help. What happened to that?
I struggled and I tripped on myself for a very long time as far as going into certain rooms. When I was probably about 19, I went to a doctor to try to get some different kind of meds to help me. That wasn't working. I went to therapists for several years. The problem was that I wasn't 100% honest with those therapists. They didn't know the addictive struggles I had as far as using different sorts of drugs and drinking, and so that expressing anxiety, and I couldn't sleep and all this different stuff. They couldn't explain it to me because I wasn't being honest with them.
And so in this process of learning to be honest, where'd you get that from?
Honest is that I came into the rooms and I needed to be honest and I needed to be willing.
Yeah.
And that's where it came from, is that I learned that one thing needed to change, and that was my attitude on certain things.
So you found the 12-step message. So ultimately, you went to did some 12-step. You went to some rooms and did the 12 steps. Is that correct?
I went to some self-help groups that helped me for a certain design of living, as far as to help me cope with certain things that I didn't know how to cope with.
And everybody on this thing, everybody knows that I do 12 steps. I'm a part of a 12-step, one of the original 12 steps, actually the original 12-step. You can probably get info some things that are on my shirt that tells you that what I am a part of. But no, I'm not promoting any of that. We're just saying that that's what's helped us. And you guys all know that I'm a big proponent to 12 steps, that the steps could actually help change you. So what profoundly changed you, the 12 steps?
Taking a good hard look at myself, to be honest. It's understanding and coming to terms with it. I wanted the world to be a certain way. Expecting everybody around me to change, to adhere to how I feel my life should be, is never going to work. The internal stuff I can do is accept certain things and become the person I want to be. Understand that my expectations on life are unrealistic. I can have a certain way of life if I feel a certain way. It's sometimes these kind of things are hard to put into words, but the fact that I can change myself to make myself happy, and that's the choice I have today, is that I can be happy because I want to be happy. Nobody else has control over that. Nobody has control on if I'm angry, sad, happy, depressed, any of that stuff. That's an internal choice on my own.
And so, in this journey, what are some of the gifts that you've had when you've been able to heal?
Physical gifts or emotional?
Oh,
all of them, dude. Before I started healing, I sat with my brother and told me that I could be a part of his family's life. Now I actually need to call my brother back because I missed a call from him the other day. At that time, I had one nephew and one nephew on the way. I was told I could not be a part of their life. Now I have 3 nephews. I'm a part of my brother's life. I'm a part of my sister-in-law's life. I have an amazing relationship with my dad where that was on the rocks. I work with my dad now. As hard as it may be, like that's the struggle is that when I went back to work with my dad, like, I had to understand I couldn't change him, but I could change the way I look at him. So every day I'm thankful that I get to work with him. That deletes any other stuff. As Jose said at the beginning, I just signed a lease on a house yesterday. I get to move in next Saturday.
You told me.
I'm getting married in February. We changed it. I have friends around me that an unbelievable amount of real friends. Like my past, it was like drinking buddies and people that I did other stuff with, and now it's like genuine friends that I can call at any time and they'll pick up the phone, and like if I need something, like they'll be there for me. I have struggles. I'm still human. I still get angry. I still have all these things. Like I have these people in my life that like I called one of them yesterday. I had something happen on Friday and they called to make sure I was okay. But it's like I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm 35 years old right now. My expiration date, what I thought it was when I was 21. And so like every day is a blessing. I get to do all of these crazy things that I never thought I'd get to do. Even just coming here, I have the ability to come and see you, and I'm able to do that.
It's an amazing journey. I've watched you from about 6 months on, and it's cool to see you grow, see you get healthier. I see you with absolutely nothing at a sober living house, all the way to freaking you getting your own house. That's really cool to see. The gifts are there if you heal. Neither of us are telling you to join a 12-step program. We're just saying what's worked for us. 12-step programs do work, but that's not the only way to heal. I'm a big proponent of